That's a good drum right there. You guys sounded good.
Thanks.
Sure did. Look right here.
You did too.
Welcome to West Wing Week.
Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the president got a head start on his holiday small business Saturday shopping, took action to build trust between communities and local police, got a first-hand look at the groundbreaking scientific research behind the American-made Ebola vaccine candidate now in clinical trials, hosted the annual Tribal Nations Conference and the second ever College Opportunity Summit, and last but not least, helped light the National Christmas Tree. That's November 28th to December 4th, or Multi-Parameter Flow Cytometer.
Multi-parameter flow cytometer.
On Saturday, after a Thanksgiving holiday spent at the White House, the president and his daughters visited an independent bookstore in Washington, D.C. called Politics and Prose. They were there to pick out some page-turners on Small Business Saturday.
How are you? You guys doing good?
On Monday, the president invited a group of local and national civil rights and faith leaders, mayors, and law enforcement officials to the White House to discuss the recent events in Ferguson, Missouri, and outline the steps the administration is taking to strengthen the relationship between law enforcement agencies and the communities they're sworn to serve and protect.
When I hear the young people around this table talk about their experiences, it violates my belief in what America can be. To hear young people feeling marginalized and distrustful even after they've done everything right. That's not who we are.
On Tuesday, ahead of the annual Tribal Nations Conference, the president sat down with tribal leaders from across America to engage directly on issues important to Indian country.
Well, it's a pleasure to be able to tell you about it as our scientist-in-chief, as I'm fond of saying.
And I claim that mantle proudly.
So yes, the president, also known as the scientist-in-chief, explored 2 vaccine labs at the National Institutes of Health. Let's learn alongside the president about the significant developments made here at NIH in pursuit of an Ebola vaccine.
I am a good student and I'm focused. You know, I've brushed up on some of my organic chem.
Those cells, though, don't work really fast. You know, they're there to remember things.
The president, feeling bolstered in his scientific savvy, highlighted the progress we've made and the challenges we still face in the fight against Ebola.
No potential Ebola vaccine has ever made it this far, so this is exciting news. But it's also a reminder of the importance of government-funded research and our need to keep investing in basic research.
On Wednesday, the president traveled across town to speak with and answer questions from a group of business leaders at the quarterly meeting of the Business Roundtable. That afternoon, the president hosted the White House Tribal Nations Conference at the Capitol Hilton, the 6th such gathering for this administration.
Nothing gets me angrier than when I get a sense that our young people early in life are already feeling like opportunities are foreclosed to them, because that's not who we are. We want to give those young people and young Native Americans like them the support they deserve. We have to invest in them and believe in them and love them.
That evening, the president and the vice president held a meeting with combatant commanders and military leaders in the cabinet room of the White House.
Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the President of the United States, please welcome Shaniqua Lyons.
On Thursday, it was time for the second White House College Opportunity Summit. The first one, held just back in January, with about 100 education leaders, was at the White House. This time, though, there were so many different leaders, they had to move to a different building. That evening, the president participated in a time-honored tradition, the lighting ceremony for the National Christmas Tree on the White House Ellipse. So remember, you can find out more information about any of these topics or see complete videos of these events at whitehouse.gov. Thanks again for checking out this latest edition of your West Wing Week.
That's actually me. On a bad hair day.
I mean, that's some kind of outfit there. I'm telling you. All right. I like the smile, too.
Well,
It's like...
I'm always happy in the lab.